worked out, what I'd say. I mean, against Savage Squad, he really didn't do that much either. They pushed the hill.
Disney was one of the top point scorers last week, so...
Yeah, but I'm just talking about Artie in general when he played it on mines. Like, one time he got countered, and the next time, when they played against Savage Squad pushed the hill, and I think he did like 2k damage at best.
Okay, he's coming with a Type 5 heavy this time. Sheridan, Lucky Blast. It's a bold one there. Was that double Sheridan? Whoa! Did I see that right? No, that's not right. Okay, there's no Sheridan being used. Okay, never mind that. Right, it did definitely show double Sheridan there, so no Sheridan being used.
Yeah, the lineups are, don't pay attention to it. Both teams are going to go for the hill though, so they're going to be fighting. Let's see how this works out for both Kazna crew, and who cares?
Oh, it's going to be an old-fashioned brawl here. Call Me Pure gets rammed. That's a really great tactic because there's a lighter tank. Batchat's going to come off reload. Focus fire is going to be super important here. Who can he take down? Sente, Gremic, Andre, Lucky Blast, all here. Dare's cut out on his own. He's having to go down the other side, actually, to get away from this. Haiba, Nexus up there as well. They're continuing the fight here. Who cares? They're having to scramble their tanks away. Senti's being focused at the moment, so is Gremic. They can't get away at the moment. Dares is taking a little bit of damage. He did stay up there. He didn't back off. He can get a shot, and Gremic might get a killing blow. Nexus getting a killing blow here. So first blood going to Kazna crew, and who cares? Are scrambling here for position, Daki.
The thing is, all of Kazna crew's tanks went onto the hill, while the tanks from Who Cares, they just had bad shots, and then they had nothing else to back it off. Nexus did take a lot of damage for this, but Gremic should have dropped off when he could, and he didn't, and that's a big mistake.
Oh, huge ricochet come off the front of Andre there, able to survive just a little bit longer. I mean, he still has a lot of HP, but it was a shot that he could have taken. It didn't need to.
The thing is now that this is really bad for Who Cares. They have an HP advantage, right? But Senti is a one-shot, Gremic is down, and all of the HP really is on these two mouses of Halu and Pashka. So they will have to push first onto the hill, but then the crossfire from Kazna crew should come into full effect. They have so many tanks on the hill, there should be no way for them to really give up this round unless some big individual mistakes happen.
That's a great one-on-one play there with Yizny and Halu there. Yizny able to bounce a shot from Halu's mouse, but connect one back. Yizny has taken a bit of damage as well, also on his tank. Call Me Piotr now taking a shot on his T100, but he's still surviving at the moment. Lucky Blast has been focused. Andre coming around trying to get shots into Diplomat. Can Diplomat get around the corner? Looks like he will survive just for now. Yizny can still get shot as well, but they're not connecting with him right now. Yizny's getting his shots connecting.
Yeah, Andre only has one crew member left as well, and only one shot in the chamber. I don't know if he should be wasting them right here, but in the meantime, the tanks from Who Cares are starting to push up on the hill. These two mouses, but look at the damage they're taking from the crossfire from Kazna crew.
Yizny is on an absolute damage farm here. Halu has dropped to Nexus, so they've lost one of their main damage dealers here. But look at this, Yizny's in a perfect position just to continue to chip away at the HP. He'll have a monumental amount of damage here. Haiba able to peek around the corner as it's Pure the King is shooting back at him. Halu's now having to back off. He's down to 738. That's a massive amount of HP he's lost in his mouse.
Yeah, this is not going good for Who Cares whatsoever. I mean, Pure the King is in a position where he can't really back off, and he has most of the HP for his team. Andre is on a reload, has only one crew member left alive, and Lucky Blast is taking a lot of damage from the crossing. So far, so good. Kazna crew just extending that lead slowly but surely. Lucky Blast now going to be going towards the 1-2 line. But with Yizny in that position and him being a one-shot, I don't think he'll be able to get through that one. He might even die towards Yizny.
We didn't even have time, Daki, to talk about the lineup here from Kazna crew. So they're pretty much going for what they had last season. Call Me Piotr coming in more or less to replace Stefan. So no Vala in the lineup, no Algo in the lineup. Yeah,
surprising that Algo's not playing. We're going to have to ask them about that one if we get them on an interview.
It looked like he was being brought in as one of the, almost a direct replacement from Stefan. Maybe it's tactics, maybe it's dependent on the maps they're playing. Yizny taking a bit of damage there, and he's 1-3. Double a bit of damage there, and he's 1-1-3. He has to be careful now. There's still a lot to be done here from Kazna crew. It's not over and done yet. Nice little peek from Pure the King. Tracked Yizny, but he was able to take 3 shots. There's Haiba drops down Pashka Pizza, so it's really nicely played there from Haiba.
Yeah, Lucky Blast still on the island. Needs to be careful because Diplomat's waiting there, and Yizny picks it up. Yizny in a very crucial position, surviving very long, doing very well for his team. And now with 4 tanks left standing for Who Cares versus the 6 from Kazna crew, there is just no way that they're going to dig through this defense. And they still have Pure the King with most of the HP for the team, well, together with Andre, in a position locked down where he can't really run away, or it'll take him a long time. And honestly, going for the hill against that lineup from Kazna crew was risky. I think the counter push would have almost been better.
It's very bold. I mean, this situation now, Kazna Crew on the defense, if the clock runs down to 0, it's a win for Kazna Crew. Who cares need to either kill everyone in Kazna Crew or cap base 1 or base 2. They don't have an angle on either of them right now. Base 1 is impossible to go near, and base 2 is easily covered by Kazna Crew. Andre taking another shot there as he tried to peek over the line. We can actually see the module, see if we can see him now from this side. So he has not got a commander, he doesn't have a gunner, so he just has a driver doing everything in that
like
tank right now.
Half the game. Half the game he's had one crew member, which is terrible.
So without the tank commander as well, he doesn't have 6th sense, so when he's peeking, it's very, very dangerous for him to do so because he has no idea when he's spotted. And look at this diplomat just waiting for him to roll backwards.
Yeah, this is already over with 3 tanks now. Kostenti went down to Piotr. There's no way for who cares. I think they made a few small mistakes that if they did things better would have worked out. Andre in the meantime dying to Diplomat as well. With 2 tanks outstanding, it's a strong win from Kazna though.
Yep, that's a very good showing. It's exactly what they needed to do. Demo on their tanks, it means let's go, and let's go indeed. Kazna Crew, Yizne just baiting out a shot. There's Hyber comes round, picking up a double kill there on Halu. Yizne going to rush in there, wants to get a bit of damage to Pure King. He does get a kill, double kill from Yizne, and he must have done a truck ton, an absolute huge amount of damage in this round from his position.
There's a few mistakes there, I'd say, from who cares. First of all, there's when Dur splits off, one guy should have just pushed him off. You send one guy to push him off.
He looked like he was going to, and he stopped, I think, on the edge and came back up.
Should have put one guy to push him off, and then the thing is, if you Kazna Crew has such a quick lineup, you can decide one of 2 things. You either chase those bad shots from Kazna Crew that come up the hill and kill them, and you make the trade. And you decide that I'm okay with trading, but the other tanks I need to play super aggressive in the middle in the meantime. The other tanks need to play super aggressive in the middle in the meantime because they had those 2 mouses. So if they do that, they need to go for the bats, go for the trade. But now they're like kind of in between. They're like driving around the hill, not sure what they want to do. In the meantime, Kazna Crew's Chinese heavies are driving up. Either they commit onto those bad shots and they kill them and they trade, probably losing most of their bad shots, and push in the middle at the same time, or they just drop off. Because now some of them dropped off almost instantly, and then Gramek's like...
Yeah. You've seen it. I think it's miscommunication. We've seen it sometimes before where like back chats have ran up there, they've been overmatched, and so one team's just gone, okay, no one's reloaded, we're off here. You know?
It's because they weren't like, they didn't seem to be sure of what they wanted to do. If they wanted to fight, then they fight. But now Gramek was like driving towards the corner to try and take the fight, and then everybody else is dropping off. And then he has to turn around, but obviously somebody's going to have to pay the price, right?
Yeah.
And after that, it's already over. I mean, that's one of the options, or they just wait for the counter push. Like they wait for Kazna Crew to drive up on the hill, and the exact moment Kazna Crew drives up on the hill, they push over. We've seen teams do it, and you catch those Chinese heavies, you kill those Chinese heavies quickly. And if your mouses are on, the thing is, these mouses is the real issue in this for them, because they're never on time for anything. They're not on time to shoot the hill, they're not on time to push over. So you kind of have to wait for that counter push.
Yeah, they're more used for the later game. In this start fight, they weren't really contributing much at all. So team's going to swap sides now. Who cares going to be on defense? Kazna Crew now going to be on attack. Be interesting to see what Kazna Crew bring out here. Be interesting to see if they bring artillery. Be interesting to see if they change out any of their team members as well.
We'll find out about that. I don't know. I like I said, I have not been a fan of their RD on attack. I don't think it does that much. I think he hasn't. I think none of the RDs so far really on attack have proven to be super useful. They do a decent amount of damage, but they can't kill anything. We haven't seen them kill anything.
Can't kill boats?
I mean, you can kill boats if you're lucky, sometimes. But like the thing is, it doesn't kill anything. It just does a lot of chip. It does some chip damage here, does some chip damage there. But then on an overall effect, for that RD to even out the cost of bringing it, it needs to remove a tank, or it really needs to do a truck ton of damage, making like 2 guys low HP. If it doesn't kill anything, it doesn't work.
So Algo looks like to have been swapped out for, I think, Vetso here. Okay, so they are still rotating team members here.
Yeah, Vetso's out, Algo's in, Algo be playing a 113, let's find out. Kazna Crew going for the hill. Who cares going for the hill? It's going to be the old-fashioned brawl in the middle, part 2, with Kazna Crew and both Who Cares going straight at it.
Dares and Nexus going to be the only 2 tanks from their team going up, but they're going to face off against 3 Batchats. Dares actually stops, bit of a bold move there. Can actually hold the tanks up so his teammates can get shots, because Call Me Pure, they've blocked off Andre. That is actually a really sneaky move here from Kazna Crew, but look at this. Pure the King and Halo are going to try and come up behind them. Where can Dares and Nexus go? Can he get away from this safely, Daki? Pure the King is just driving out in front of everyone. Diplomat's now going to step up as well. Algo's going to want to get some shots, and this is a really bad start here for Who Cares. They've lost Grimmick and his Batchat already. Nexus has been dropped for Kazna Crew, so it's Batchat for Batchat, but look at the damage going out to Who Cares right now.
Yeah, but so far, so good for Kazna Crew, though. They did the initial damage. Unlike Who Cares, they really did a lot on those Batchats going up, and now they're pushing over because the hill is still, they just won it, and now Santi's left alone.
This is absolutely brutal. This is the old school Kazna Crew taking no prisoners here. They are taking it right to Who Cares. You can see the surround here now onto the to Senti getting taken out here. Kazna Crew still with 5 guns in the game. Algo still surviving 135. He can still get shots off. Halo's now backing off for Who Cares. They're down to 3 tanks now against 5. Hyba can just roll in his mouse. 3,000 HP. Trade that happily. Yizny can go in his 5A. Trade that happily. And this is easily going to be Kazna Crew taking both rounds here on mines and a very strong start.
Yeah, Kazna Crew, I guess, realizing that Who Cares is that kind of team that just wants to fight and anticipating it, preparing for it as well, and they've done very well. And you might be like, hey, Kazna Crew won with this attack, with this defense. How does Who Cares not win? There's a few slight differences in this defense between the two. Halu takes some dropping damage. I mean, yeah, Who Cares try it, but against the lineup from Kazna Crew, it's a little bit different.
Oh, I thought Hypo was going to go all the way there. Andre, last person alive for his team. It's time for his team to talk and actually discuss what went wrong there.
A lot of things went wrong there. There's going to be a long list.
A long time. He's got to go and hide for a long period of time here. It's like, guys, okay, before we go into the next map, let's talk about what we did wrong.
The big difference here between both Who Cares and Kazna Crew is, for one, Kazna Crew only had 1 mouse on there. Kazna Crew only has 1 mouse, where Who Cares had 2 mouses. Kazna Crew has a TVP, where Who Cares had another bot, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had 3 bots, where Kazna Crew only had 2.
There was three bats on 2 at the start, but Kazna did that really awesome move of stopping one so that their teammates behind could shoot.
That's the thing as well, right? First of all, the blocking was better from Kazna.
Beautiful.
The blocking was better, but Kazna Crew also had a T100 on their defense, which took the hill quicker. It didn't take any damage for that. So there's a lot of differences here, Andre, flipping out on the high bar.
A little damage farm before he goes down. Kazna Crew are going to cap out though. Algo picking up the kill at the end there. 2-0 to Kazna Crew, and a fantastic start, exactly what they needed.
That's the difference, right? First of all, they had 1 more Chinese heavy over Who Cares. They had a TVP over a bot, so the TVP does a full clip.
He got his clip out straight.
That's a full clip. Yeah. That's 1,280 damage. Yeah. He got that out straight away, right?
There you go. That's why you put the boy in your team.
Yeah, Algo did very well there, Yizn as well. But the thing is, all the Chinese heavies got a shot off, which is what Who Cares didn't. Haiba, I think, stood in the base, or at least got a shot out as well. The TVP is a full clip, where when Kazna Crew did the same move, they hardly paid anything. They got up the hill for free, pretty much. And then the Chinese heavies from Kazna that drove up almost all also did it for free. Well, Who Cares paid not once, twice, but triple what Kazna Crew paid. That's the difference. And then Kazna Crew did not sit around and wait. They did not have those 2 mouses. They just pushed the middle. So when the Chinese heavies are trying to clear up the hill, Kazna Crew just pushes over the middle, kills the Chinese heavy and the E4 that's left.
Can you remember what the second map is? Muravanka? Okay. Was that picked by Who Cares? I thought it was banned, personally.
I thought it was banned.
That's what I thought as well.
I thought it showed that it was banned.
I thought Kazna Crew weren't playing on it, because you said how Kazna Crew got wrecked on it. Okay, I can't remember the map order. There seems to be... Okay, so we're not sure. Well, we need to get an update on that for the map picks then, because we are thinking something else. Right, so Muravanka coming out. Kazna Crew getting dismantled on it 3 times last week by Savage Squad.
They were disastrous on it.
It'll be interesting to see if they've learned from that. I'm pretty sure they would have watched those matches back.
That should have been a big learning experience for them.
I think a lot of the other teams have been watching as well, saying, okay, 2 STRVs, that's unusual, and they used it twice on the attack.
The thing is, the first round they didn't even have a spotter to control the other side. The second round they did, but still, the mouses on the cap from Savage Squad just kind of wrecked that tactic.
Yeah, they just straight
They had
up
like the
bullied them.
M48 pattern that it couldn't do much because there was an STRV constantly blocking him off.
Now there's one STRV I can see here already for Savage Squad, so it looks like double coming out.
Double for who cares?
Who cares? My bad. And then
they have no mouses though.
Yizne can farm a lot of damage in his one for the attacking side of Kazna crew.
Well, they moved away from the M48 pattern, which Yizne was playing before. So there is that at the very least. Kazna crew is attacking though, so it's a little bit different. Using the STRV on this one. Ooh, but look at who cares. They're not going. This team, I don't know. It's like aggression
it's old school YOLO. I mean,
aggression is the best defense, but like
yeah, a lot of players in this team did this in the past. This was their tactic. You know, it was the rage quit YOLO.
The thing is, aggression is a good defense, right? But sometimes like it just becomes too predictable. If you know a team's gonna push everywhere, you just wait for them to push and you rotate. That's the thing. You can't always go aggressive. If you do that, it becomes super predictable.
They are leading on with the two heavies there of, well, the triple heavy, the 5A Wolfpack here of Andre, Halu, and Pure the King. Nexus and Dares are going to back off, got himself unspotted now, and just get himself safe. And look at this. Kazna crew kind of positioning themselves to shoot at these tanks once they expose themselves.
Well, the thing is, Kazna crew can just push onto the cap and push onto that corner. Who cares needs somebody in like K2 to block that off. You know, the corner where at F2 where you just push around the corner and sit there.
Yep.
But then if Kazna crew just pushes 1-2 line with like 2-3 bats, pushes straight over, Pishka is the only guy that is in position to even defend them. So the 3 heavies should go onto the cap straight, and then the Batchat should follow up later when they're in position to take down Lucky Blast, because now
they
look
can
where
YOLO
Haiba...
Lucky Blast, yeah. This is what we saw last time. They can go in the cap here. Haiba's pushed all the way around, so he's like, guys, no one spotted me yet. Lucky Blast might not even see Haiba. He does see him now, so they know exactly where Lucky Blast is. They can start getting shots at him. Haiba can just play keep away. And then at what point are we going to see the bad shots? There's Dares already starting to set up his attack run. And Vetso coming in behind him, Nexus coming in beside him, and Lucky Blast is going to go down fairly quick here,
It's too slow. It's too slow from Kazna crew, because right now, Gremic and Senti are already in position. You can see behind them in K2, K3 is support for Lucky Blast. Now, if the Kazna crew would be pushing over right now, they'd be getting farmed by those tanks. Their reaction was kind of slow, actually, in essence. Those bats should have gone much quicker, and now Lucky Blast is just having a field day right now as Haiba's getting removed.
Haiba getting, like, wrecked here now. Vetso and Dares look like they're going to push into Lucky Blast. Is coming over now, so Dares takes one shot, but now he's going to get shots into Lucky Blast. Lucky Blast puts one into Vetso as Andre finally kills Haiba, so Kazna crew have lost their first tank. Dares is getting a lot of shots, actually had Senti and Gremic covering him there, so Lucky Blast will survive slightly longer. Dares now on the reload, Vetso pushing over, but why would he push over, Daki? I mean, he knew there was tanks there, it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, but actually they did very well, and Andre just suiciding in his 5A gets removed as well, so the advantage that who cares has is now kind of gone. Pure the King needs to be careful as well. But with committing like this, the damage on towards Durs and Vetso was not significant enough. They needed to kill at least one, and they didn't.
Halu trying to sneak around here and cause hassle into Yizne, but Nexus can come over and deal with him. He's just about to come off reload, so Nexus is going to push him out of the way. Paskapiska getting swat at by Yizne. Big, huge ricochet going way up into the skies there. Common Piotr and Diplomat taking damage on the cap here. Paskapiska moves back off, but Nexus gets the kill on Halu, so that allows Yizne to continue to get his shots off in the STRV. But look at this. Paskapiska now drops Dares, so it's going back and forward here, Daki, all the time, but Kazna crew just slightly edging out on top right now.
Yeah, the thing is, who cares is making some bad individual mistakes or team coordination issues. Nice there from Kazna crew, removing the house. Paskapiska needs to penetrate his last shot at the very least. Nice, actually, very nice onto Piotr. He should go down, he will go down by the hands of Diplomat, but like I don't even know how they got into this position. They had such a comfortable lead at one point, and then people dying. Andre, Halu, Lucky Blast is not getting enough support. Santi had 3 shots. I think he hit maybe 1 or 2. And then Gremic should have been able to help as well, and they didn't. And they should have killed Durs almost instantly when he came over like that.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it before where the two Batchats come running down that one line and remove the tank that's covering. It happened last week. I can't remember which teams did it, but Kazna crew a bit slow doing that. Vetso and Dares perhaps, I guess, worried that the... Who cares, perhaps maybe had more tanks on the EF line ready to shoot across, but he didn't. So the STRV was able to farm shots into Haiba, and Haiba really died for nothing there for Kazna crew. It was unlucky for him.
Yeah, so I don't even know how Who Cares like really lost it. Andre just disappeared in like a second before we even saw him. now I think the only option they have is like pure the king into G1, and then to peek up from there and get the resets on towards Diplomat. But Senti's already spotted, and this will be Nexus winning this trade for sure.
So looks like the first hit was a critical hit, no damage, but now we can just farm him off here. Nexus taking no damage in return, so Senti not actually landing his shots. Pure the king peeked over, spotted, can see Diplomat. Cap timer now at 1 minute 8 seconds.
That's the one thing that I only just paid attention to. I don't see #1 skills here. And I thought he was supposed to lead for them, I'm not sure. But he was playing in the last matches for them, and he's not here right now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
and just
see
think,
him.
and actually just saying that about lineups as well, Algo's out again and back in as Vetso. So Kazna crew, I don't know if it's maps or if it's vehicles that they're using to rotate the individual players for here. I mean, Algo just did top damage in the previous round, and now he's on a bench again.
I guess it depends on who has been training on what map, you know?
Maybe. I mean, if it's working for him, fine. But we talked about this before. It works okay now when we're playing offlines, but when it comes to LANs, sorry, it works now on onlines, but when it comes to LANs, you can't sub in and out a player for every single map. What you take on stage is there for the whole match.
Yeah, this is just the end of who cares. They should have had this round, but now Nexus with a triple kill and Pure the king on a one-shot.
Triple.
I don't know. Who cares? Really should have had that round. They had the position. I think they went over-aggressive in the 4-5 line. They had no need to reset.
Nice, Yzne.
Yeah, nice Yzne. They had no need to really push that. They were doing just fine the way they were right now. All they needed to do was support Lucky Blast. That's it.
Question for you. Did you keep... I looked at your lineup earlier on. Did you keep Yzne in it?
Yes.
Okay. I was confused by Mojo's because I think Mojo still had to do his, but Mojo only took 6 players and all of them were Ding players. So I think Mojo was just doing that so nobody could copy his picks until right before
Maybe
the
he's playing the money game.
The money game's a bold one. It's a bold one.
It can work. If he gets a lot of money from the Ding players, like, he can buy a better team next week.
True, true. Yzne, top damage, was a great position there to farm STRV, Nexus right below him.
The thing is, I think I have like 3 Ding players and 3 Kazna players as well.
Actually, I remember I dropped Nexus because I felt he was too expensive, but I knew you'd do a lot of
I
damage
bought
this
Nexus.
week. I kind of regretted it now. I brought him in, I think I swapped him out for Insane maybe or somebody. Senti, Lucky Blast, so
but yeah,
been doing okay.
#1 skills is not is in the training room, but he's not playing. Okay.
Okay, so
I don't know.
interesting.
I thought he was leading for Rage
It's
Quit.
very hard to pick starting lineups just now. I mean, the teams are still kind of forming. Production. Was that really? Did they really say 5-0? No, they didn't. They totally said it was
5-4.
Liars.
5-4.
Everyone saw that. Yeah, they said 5-4. Who cares? Wow. I told everyone to clip it. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Always.
Smells so good. That smell of what is that?
It's because I'm sitting next to you.
Is that you? Okay. Now, Kazna crew are going to be on the defense now, and we are going to have Who Cares on the attack. How are Who Cares going to approach this one? What would you do to try and rattle Kazna crew, Daki?
It's very hard to rattle a team that's 3-0 up, even if you win the first round. To really like win, you need to like win two rounds at least in a row to make them like feel unconfident. So they need to pick up this round. Double STRV, I7, T100, 5A, no mouses. So
Patton
I mean,
coming out for Nexus.
like yeah, Isna was playing that last time, but he's playing the STRV. I think he was playing Patton. Pretty sure he was playing Patton at least.
Haiba in 13105.
Yeah, 13105 is an interesting little tank. I mean, 3-shot autoloader.
Look at this from Dares and Call Me Pure.
This is very aggressive from Haiba. He's spotted out now. And this could work off brilliantly or get really punished really hard. Haiba shooting on the move, actually hit twice.
He got shot there. You could hear the noise. Registering something. What does that bell do? Is it just saying critical hit?
Yeah, like when you track somebody, you get that
whoa,
that sound.
Big ricochet there.
Kazna can't really push this. I mean, T100 Batshot and STRV. Who cares? Should kind of win this trade, actually.
There's a push on the other side, though, in the forest as they're going to jump into a Lucky Blast. There's somebody else see Batchat's ramming the lighter tanks and do a little bit of extra damage. Call me Piotr. How many shots does he have? Has
3.
3 shots left to go. Okay. Now, on the other side, Pure the King and Andre trying to push over here into Vetso Diplomat.
I have no clue what's going on right now, but who cares?
Who cares doing? Yeah.
They could have taken the fight in the fours, but they let Lucky Blast die, so now, as a result, they lose Tanki as well, because obviously they have no T100 anymore to shoot at the bots, who are now both on reload, and Halu ran away, so they've lost 2 tanks for nothing. I mean, this is again coming back to the point. If you want to fight, then you fight. If you don't want to fight, then you just run away from the beginning.
But it's like you said as well, if you're expecting the team to go aggressive, you can set yourself up to defend that and just wait for when they push in. So, nice actually aggressive play there from Kazna crew on the right-hand side with Ders, Haiba and Komi Piotr. Now Haiba's going to go all the way north along that A-line, imagine, come in, looping over the top, and Ders and Komi Piotr can come over and start getting into the side of Pure to Kill and Andre, which is exactly what we're seeing now.
I mean, there's a chance here for who cares, but it's a very slim one because look at the positions Kazna crew has taken in the meantime. Haiba's already in A5. There's Piotr taking the map control through the 5-6 line. The cap has started indeed, but with 2 tanks down, they just can't control the map enough to make it work. That's the thing. They just cannot control the map at all.
There's no way they can do this. And you've got Ders is going to spot out Halu. Sorry, Haiba's going to spot out Halu. Ders and Piotr can come through the middle and start shooting these guys in the back. So Halu, well, Haiba's coming all the way around. I thought maybe Haiba going at the top could be a really good distraction. But no, look at this. Gremic is now being focused here. Now this is really nice from Haiba. He's going to get 3 shots into the back of Gremic. One more and Gremic's going to go down. Nicely done there by Haiba. He's going to be in a reload, only got 3 shots. And look, there comes the back chats coming over as well. So Yizne farming into Andre gets the kill there. The rest of Kazna crew, this is just clean up duty right now. Look how much HP they still have on the board against Who Cares. This is an absolute whitewash and is looking easily set to be 5-0 here, Daki.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this Who Cares tactic. I mean, they lost it when they decided to stay in the forest and then decided to run away.
3-6-2. Oh, wow. That's going to be a bit frustrating there from Vetso on the 113. Could have got the kill there. Halu is dead. Paskapiska's now dead. And Kazna crew surviving with all 7 tanks on the board. And this is a fantastic comeback from the team that we saw turn up last week, that's for sure.
Yes, they're playing good, but it's also Who Cares is not showing up whatsoever.
They're not challenging them at all.
It's just not. Like against Ding, they were snappy. Now they're just...
It's like a different team. Yeah,
both
of them are different teams, it seems to be.
Isn't my boy. But they're just not doing anything. Like, you see Haiba, then they see the 2 bats. Lucky Blast is like, I think he's staying to fight, but being the front line with a T100 is like...
They're going to rush you. Like, straight away they're going to rush you.
That's the thing. Like, he spots Haiba. Haiba is not there without support. A 13-105 does not go there without any tanks being with him. So the obvious assumption is, okay, they have some support. What can be in support in Kazna crew's lineup? Well, it has to be bad shots. So what do? Do we run away? Do we fight? Lucky Blast even spotted them on time to run away. But the other 2 stayed for too long. I mean, the T100 is maybe the one tank that can make it out of that quickly enough because of his speed. But Santi stayed too long. Should have been running already. When the 13-105 gets spotted, you run away. Pretty much. You just back off. You retake the map control later because you don't really have the lineup to fight because the STRV needs to go in siege mode to fight. And as soon as he does that, the 2 batches come onto his side, kill him, right? And then 1305 is a clip as well. So they kind of all have to run away, but they're kind of like staying there, not sure what to do, and then they're running away.
Yeah, it's an obvious overmatch, so they should have just got the hell out of there really quickly. Now we're going to go into Sand River. It could be one here from Kazna crew. This is going to be one of our TeamSpeak rounds. We might only get 1 team's TeamSpeak.
Well, we did not expect 5-0.
No. Production definitely didn't expect 5-0.
No, they're more wrong than we are.
That's true. And if you're going to be wrong, then it's better to only just be a little bit wrong than even more wrong. Yeah.
I always go for full wrong.
YOLO. I'd never go full wrong. Once you go full wrong, you never come back.
I mean, if you're already wrong, why, you know? It's like if you make a meme out of yourself, you can only be a better meme. Yeah, wrong.
Okay, Scooby.
Huh?
Okay, Scooby.
I'm just like blocking out the haters.
Okay, you're just going to play?
Maybe.
Okay.
I might shake it off. Look what you made me do.
Okay, let's jump
I know more Taylor Swift songs than you do, okay?
I was like, this man lives and breathes Taylor Swift, so why am I doing this? Okay, now defense are obviously the bottom of the map, attack at the top. We're going to see Kazna crew going to be on the attack. We're going to see Who Cares on the defense.
Al goes back.
Breakdown of the lineup. Stacky, anything stand out to you here that could be interesting?
Not really. Standard lineup. That mouse on defense, we've seen it being removed rather quickly in certain situations.
We've seen people get caught out in that really easily.
It's a hard tank to work because like this map is all about rotations, and they got 4 tanks that don't really rotate very well. I mean, very well. I mean, 5A is okay, I7 is okay as well. Patton, it's kind of like, you know, it's decently quick, but like when it has to cross the open terrain, it's usually not that bad. But it looks like Kazna crew is doing the good old, let's go straight down the middle and fight again.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You're 5-0 up. You're looking for you're looking to perhaps take this one to bed early and just finish the enemy team off. So I think Kazna crew are just wanting to just get stuck right in here, Daki.
It does look like that, but we'll see how they progress once.
Senti already taking damage there, and who cares?
Yeah, but we'll see what they do once they get onto the ridge, right? Because Pashka Pishka is there in his mouse, and they're boosting Halo in the meantime.
A little bit of damage, chipping away. Pashka getting shot. There's the cap started. Kazna crew did something like this similar, and they don't really have the angles for resets, Daki, do they?
Yeah, we'll have to see how this works out. There's only 33 seconds left, and doesn't look like Who Cares is really in any position to deal with this.
Well, let's see. I mean, this looks like it's going to be the start of the fight. It looks like Kazna crew are going to be holding into it. So let's hear what's going through their minds here, Daki, for the team speak.
I7 might peek now. Yes, he's going to peek. He's peeking. Malta.
Yeah, I go for it.
He's only deek at me. He's still fine. He's still fine.
Just spot mouse, like.
I'm reloading.
Mouse is gonna be on our but the mouse is gonna come from this tune.
Yeah.
That's
mouse
mouse. Just track.
Lucky
You can go
blast
forward,
is
Piotr, if you want. You can go forward a little bit.
I'm safe. You can
watch
go forward.
Watch out for mouse. Watch out for mouse.
Heal decap. Heal decap.
Nice.
Go for mouse.
Yeah, just go for the mouse.
I'm getting farmed. Nexus, are you winning?
Yeah. No.
You have to go for mouse. Come on, boys.
We need to kill the mouse. Ignore the rest.
I can't, it's super hard for me to penetrate him.
Me too,
Piotr,
mate.
you fight him. One-on-one, okay?
I got
Watch
one more for mouse. Advanced. I'm reloading.
I will finish mouse.
Go frontal, Borsen, Piotr.
Patch it on
Use
your
the
back.
hold on and
Fight
fucking
the patch
rape
it. I finish the mouse.
Давай.
Okay, good.
I
Got a visa chasing.
Behind.
Is that
Hide,
take some
hide,
damage?
hide,
Take some
hide.
damage, mate.
20
He's a
seconds.
shot on me.
Yeah,
We need to counter this, all of this. We need to push.
No, just triple cap.
No, or triple cap.
Double cap. It's okay. It's not careful, VZ.
Easy on your back.
Can we kill that V-sit somehow soon?
Let's go around them.
Nexus, I can go maybe
flank.
around on that visit.
No.
Betten.
Around on
No. Betten.
Stay as you are. Wait.
Stay as you are.
Just
Nexus.
aim in front of me. I have to aim the
He
V.
missed.
Betten
He
shot.
missed.
I can't really aim in front of you.
Don't lose
I know.
HP, Vetso.
No.
Vetso can cap next to Piotr, I think.
No, he can't. No space.
Can cap between us.
Not like this,
He
exactly.
can't. Okay.
He doesn't have me. Visit. He has-
I 7 will
He missed.
Spotted. I7, guys. I7.
Keep on.
Patch it, kill Patch it.
I can finish.
30 seconds easy. The pattern is aiming me all the time, does.
Yeah, Lucky Johnson is
Don't
aiming
peek
from
us.
all
Yeah,
I'll
seven.
give it.
Nice communication there from Kazna crew. Lots of different opportunities, lots of different possibilities they're going through as they're discussing what to do.
A lot of voices.
Yeah, for sure.
They seem to be trying as a team, and it seems to be working out so far. With 6 seconds left, does look like it is going to be the almighty 5-0.
First 5-0 of the show so far this season. Very nice for Kazna crew. Exactly what they
did
needed
like that
after
team
last
speak.
week.
I did really like that team speak.
It was very informative. They were always giving each other lots of
this is
information,
this-
like what about this, what
This
about
sounds very chaotic, right? I mean, if you're like on the outside and you listen to this, a lot of people are used to like 1 guy, 2 guys speaking, like from the skirmishers, from clan wars, 1 or 2
that.
guys
Yelling.
speaking on a gentle tone, explaining them what to do with it calm and cool.
Okay, chaps, here's today's plan.
All right, chaps.
No.
Let's have a good one, chaps. We lost. That's okay.
Oh dear, we lost.
Oh
it's okay.
dear.
We won't point the finger at anyone. Yeah, it's
I would
not
never.
like that.
I would never do that. But yeah, it's a good team speak.